time now to focus on race number 10, the Hyacinth handicap, Class 3 over the 1400 metres. Top of the book, we've got Circuit Stella, top weight in a wide draw again, Seattle Choice on a 7-day backup. Then we've got Charity Grace carrying an extra £8 for a course and distance win last time. Shadow Mission, first start since October. Galaxy Witness, first time Class 3. On Point will wear cheek pieces. Got a Dragon back in distance from the 22 to the 1400, and both Colonel and Fearless Fire have done their best racing at this stage over at Happy Valley. Speed map time. There's some very promising horses in this race, Tom, headed by Galaxy Witness and also On Point. And Galaxy Witness, looking at the speed map, he's going to have to give On Point a start.
He might have to from barrier number 9. Colonel's a horse that will go forward. He'll sprint across from barrier number 12 for Wagner Borders and Ricky Yu. Let's Do It has raced handy in a few runs. Paul. On Point has been handy, and they've changed the gear this time round with On Point. The cheek piece is going on.
Yeah, so he should get himself into a nice position. Super Dynamite's finally got a barrier draw. He's drawn nicely, so he'll be a little bit handier than normal. Massive Action's only had the one start, but drawn wide, so he did go forward in all his races when he raced overseas. He's a beauty, likely to get back. Guided Dragon, I think, will go back. Kazi Farazi normally goes back when he draws wide, and I think he'll go back from his wide draw as well.
He's a 5-time course and distance winner, is Kazi Farazi. Galaxy Witness, 2 starts, 2 very impressive wins, and via Zoom, this is what Casper told Nick earlier today.
Casper, Galaxy Witness has taken all before him so far in 2 starts. I imagine you and the team and everybody involved are looking forward to gracing the racecourse with him for a 3rd time.
Yeah, absolutely, Nick. It looks to be quite an exciting prospect for the stable, and you know, since he's only 3 years old, we're going to have some fun with him going forward.
Just on what he's done so far, Casper, before we touch upon his preparation for this start, I know he's been up to Chung Fa. 2 runs, 1,000 metres, 1,200. He just seems to keep taking that next step, doesn't he, this horse?
Yeah, sort of, you know, the last part of his race is his best, which is good. And even the other day when he's finished off the last 100 very strongly, he just looks like he's crying out for an extra furlong already, you know. So we're going to give him that opportunity, up in class, down in weight, and see how we go.
I guess obviously you would have loved to have seen Oriental Smoke win last time he ran, because that would have certainly franked the form, but he went extremely close to doing so. Just on the trip front, Casper, has he always shown you plenty to suggest that he's a horse that will continue to get over ground?
Yeah, absolutely. From day one, he's a big, strong horse, but he's a very laid-back customer. You know, he does everything his own way, and he's just a beautiful horse to train. And he gives you the feeling that he's going to even eat up a mile later on in his prep.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see him over the mile and perhaps beyond. Just on recent preparation, I know he's been up to Chung Fa, something that you like to do quite a bit. That trial recently looked very good.
Yeah, he's in good form, mate. He trialled on the 24th. He just came back to Hong Kong on Wednesday. He looks a treat. Had a little bit of work yesterday morning on the grass, and Joe got off him and says he feels good and he's ready to go to the races. You know, obviously you're stepping up an extra furlong, and you're up in class, which you always respect in Hong Kong, because you're meeting just a little bit of that better quality of horse. But he's the type of horse that's going to keep progressing for us. I do respect Danny Shum's horse, though. He looks quite nice in the race.
Absolutely, there are some nice horses in there. Charity Grace, the horse you allude to. Away from this horse, Casper, obviously Happy Valley, you introduced a nice newcomer in Nakoni County. Well done there, and that takes you one closer to the 1,000. But that was a nice win from him, who still looks like he's got more to give.
Yeah, definitely. Another horse that he's a 3-year-old, and he's going to keep progressing, and looks that he will run further as well. So it's always nice when they can win first up. And, you know, it was only his 2nd run of his whole life, which is pretty impressive, you know. And when you come to Hong Kong, and if you can do that, you're certainly going to be looking forward to something that's going to take you through the ratings in the next few months, God willing.
Listed placed in Adelaide before he arrived Nakoni County. Back to that replay now, boys. And Tom, this is Galaxy Witness over the 1,200 last time. He's done everything Casper has wanted to on race day. Any concerns with you about the step up in trip?
No, I don't think so. The way he's been hitting the line, he seemed to do it pretty much with his ears pricked in this assignment here. There have been 2 smart wins. We saw the trial as well. He looked pretty comfortable in that trial, closing off really well. So I've got no concerns up to the 1,400 here, Paul.
No, I thought that trial was really good. He got back. I think they'll get back in this run as well over the 14. But he just won with so much in hand. And as Casper said, he's still a young horse, so quite exciting to see how far he can get through to the grades.
And there's his graphics card there, Paul. 2 starts at Sha Tin for 2 wins, and can't ask for any more than that.
No, he's by Star Witness as the horse, so Mole should be fine out of a Lonhro mare, and was really nice, strong 2 wins from him.
All right, we move on, Tom, to the next replay. There's Circuit Stella on the outside. He can't take a trick as far as barriers draw go at his last 2, 9 last time and barrier 11 this week. We've got He's a Beauty, who was a shock winner a couple of starts ago. He's hidden away on the rail there. We've also got Fearless Fire, prefer him at Happy Valley, and Seattle Choice, who's on that 7-day backup. Now, this race was on the 12th of February. Seattle Choice has run 4th 2 weeks after this.
Yeah, I didn't end up getting any of these, and I know he's been consistent, certainly on a place line anyway. Circuit Stella from a few wide draws, an inside draw as well. But look, he was caught 4 and 5 wide here around the home turn. He kept on okay, but I just think there's a few other stronger rivals in this race, Paul, which just makes 11 tricky for him.
Yeah, I agree. And I did manage to get Settled Choice in on a minor line because he was very unlucky last time. He just couldn't get the run when he needed to, and he stayed on well there for 4th. So I think he can go in just on a minor line as well. But look, the horse that won this race is in the race previous, Beauty Live, and he was impressive. But look, just that's the one I'm taking out, Settled Choice.
This is the yielding track, Paul, and Charity Grace comes from a mile back to win it. There he is on the extreme outside. We've also got, as you said, on the speed map, Super Dynamite's got a better barrier. He does have 6 lengths to make up on Charity Grace and Kazi Farazi at the back there. But Charity Grace hasn't only won on a yielding track, he's a 3-time course and distance winner, including a good track win 4 starts ago. Yeah,
so look, I like this horse. I think he's a very honest horse. He's 4th up now as well. Look, he's one of the main chances as well. You could hear, obviously, Casper gave him respect as well. He's got plenty of ability. He did have a few issues, but he's come back from those, and the horse is going well. So, look, he goes in for me.
Yeah, he just went past him with some ease here at Charity Grace over the final stages. So he's definitely in. And I'm going to include Super Dynamite because he's finally drawn a gate this time round. So that should assist him a great deal this time.
Interesting press release, Tom Ree on point in this win last time, that they interviewed both the Frankie Law and Zach Purton, the stewards, and Zach suggesting that he didn't finish the race off and win the race like he wanted to. Thus, permission has been granted for those cheek pieces to go on. Yeah,
just sort of indicating he just might have switched off over the final stages and wasn't on the right leg. And you can see, looks like at this point he's going to win pretty well. But then sort of the last 150, he's had to really get stuck into him, Paul, over the concluding stages. And he has trialled well now with the cheek pieces on.
Yeah, it looked almost like he pulled himself up there, didn't he? Just managed to hang on. But look, he goes on. I think that scared change will help him.
Is Galaxy Witness easily the horse to beat here, Paul, or maybe not so easily?
No, I think he can. I think he can go on with it. The horse has looked pretty good in his 2 runs. I think he's very progressive. He can win again. On point in there for 2nd, Charity Grace 3rd, and a Settled Choice for 4th, 7, 8, 4 and 2.
Same top 3, but I've gone with the Super Dynamite in for a 4th, but Galaxy Witness over on point. Charity Grace certainly goes in on that last start performance. Number of runners coming to this meeting off that yielding track, and Super Dynamite the other one, but Galaxy Witness the horse to beat in the last.